Have you ever wondered why some well-intentioned educational policies, designed to improve outcomes for students, seem to fall flat or even create unintended consequences, despite their promising goals? The answer often lies beneath the surface of the policy itself. Analyzing the socio-political context for policy impact is absolutely crucial because policies do not operate in a vacuum. They interact with complex societal structures and power dynamics that profoundly shape their real-world outcomes. This essential analysis helps us understand how a policy might be received, implemented, and ultimately affect different groups, especially historically marginalized communities like Latino students. The core reason for this deep dive is that educational policies are not merely technical directives. They are social interventions. Their effectiveness is fundamentally influenced by the historical context in which they emerge, including past discrimination and systemic inequalities. We must consider the existing power dynamics that dictate who has a voice in policy creation and who benefits most from its implementation. Furthermore, a community's cultural values and economic realities can either align with or resist a policy's aims, creating significant friction or facilitating smooth adoption. Without understanding these underlying factors, a policy might inadvertently perpetuate existing inequities or fail to address the true needs of its target population. To effectively analyze this context, begin by mapping the key stakeholders involved, from policymakers and educators to parents and students, understanding their interests and influence. Next, conduct a historical review to understand how previous policies have shaped the current landscape, paying close attention to their effects on specific demographic groups. Then, assess the prevailing cultural norms and values that might either support or challenge the policy's objectives. Finally, evaluate the economic conditions and resource availability, as these directly impact a policy's feasibility and reach. By systematically examining these dimensions, you build a comprehensive picture of the environment in which the policy is intended to operate. This analytical approach goes beyond superficial impact assessments, allowing for a more nuanced understanding of policy success or failure. It reveals why a policy might succeed in one community but falter in another, even if both seem similar on the surface. For instance, understanding the legacy of deficit-based narratives about certain student populations helps researchers anticipate how a new intervention might be perceived and resisted, informing more equitable implementation strategies. This deep contextual knowledge is a hallmark of robust policy scholarship. Ultimately, analyzing the socio-political context empowers us to move beyond a simplistic view of policy as a standalone solution. It illuminates the intricate web of influences that determine whether a policy achieves its intended positive effects, particularly for Latino students and other diverse learners. This critical perspective allows us to anticipate potential barriers, adapt strategies for greater equity, and foster more effective, just, and sustainable educational reforms that truly benefit all.